Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Yori Suryadi Putra. It's good to be here today. I'd like to talk today about the history of football. Do you ever to play football? Let me start by telling you a story or joke. History of the origin of English football. The origin of football version of England in addition to the Chinese version. Some opinion say that the origin of soccer actually comes from England. Existing sources say the game was first introduced in early 1170 in the United Kingdom and peaked in popularity in the 1300. Overview 1. The number of football players. 2. Prohibition of the game of football in England. 3. Law of football in England. 4. There are not rules in the game of football. 5. Football is a worldwide sport. This football game is played by an unlimited number of people. If at this time a soccer team consists of 11 people, at the time football can be played by more than 1,000 people. The game of football in England was forbidden at the leadership of King Edward III. The reason is that at that time England was preparing for an attack on the Scottish kingdom. The king is worried if because of the game of football, the soldiers will be lazy to practice and preparation of weaponry. However, after winning the war, football re-emerged and increasing popularity. Football was then well-legged, even though the match did not always end in a civilized way. The reason is none other than because the rules and the game system is still not standardized so that the players are free to make physical contact. With limited rules and no referees at the time, the pitch often becomes violent. It is acceptable to defeat or hit an opposing team player, including destroying their personal property and even, on occasion, residence or place of business. The game of soccer is one of the world's greatest sport. Men, women, children, and even grandfather all love football. Many of them assume that the early history of football originated from England, but it's true out that historic football game has existed since 3,000 years ago in various corners of the world in different forms. Those who think they have no time for exercise will sooner or later have to find time for illness. Edward Stanley. Thank you, attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.